Beloved, be careful. Be careful of shady people. Okay? I don't know what it is with people, but I'm like, it makes me glad that I'm by myself a lot of the time because, like, beloved, I just cannot take people. I cannot. I can't. I can't. They make life so difficult and they just kick against the pricks and I just can't. I can't. you know? Like, they just pride themselves on disrespecting you for no reason. For no reason. None. Other than the fact that they can't control you or they can't use you. Like, that is so disgusting to me and low, just low to the ground, crawling on your belly like a snake. Like, it's such a turn off and it's just, ugh. 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 I don't know. It's gross to me. Like, yeah, that was, I just, see, it's irritating and it's disgusting. Right? Like people want you to lie to them. Like lie to me. Tell me what I want to hear. Pump my head up. Put me in dangerous situations and get me in trouble. Well, help get me in trouble. They mess around, go to jail, or get caught up, and then they go right back to these same people that got them there in the first place. Yet they're, yet they're pissed off at you because you don't want to put up with their childish behavior. And I mean childish. I don't see how people can act the part. Like, if you can act the part, then you should be able to actually be that. The fact that you can act like it means that you can actually be that. 234 on my timer. Like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't compute. Like, what? Then you got people that'll just sit there off in the distance, right? Make all these, you'll block their pages, right? Because you can feel them in your energy, right? Block their pages, right? They make other pages. They make a whole, beloved, I had people make like 40 secret pages just to spy on me. But since they're in my energy, I can hear their thoughts and everything. So I'm sitting there hearing them pout, throw a pity party, woe is me, not taking the chance and the initiative that God has given them. They sit there and complain about it. Oh, this will never happen, or no, I shouldn't go do this because what if they say no, or what if they what if. They just sit in one spot and just think of all of the worst things that could happen, and it just keeps them stuck. It doesn't make sense. Like, I'd rather work with children. It's much easier than this. Much easier. I'm not even joking. Much easier than this. Grown adults we're talking here. Who can't get out of their own way. How many times do you think God is going to come around to bring you blessings that you've prayed and cried for in the middle of the night, snot running down your nose that you've cried for? Yet you just sit off in the distance and you watch it get further and further and further away. Worrying about something that doesn't even need to be worried about. Why? Because God brought it for you, did he not? Yes, he did. Brought it right to you. And you're watching it go off in the distance. Disappear off in the distance. Throwing a pity party for yourself. asking people for advice still on what you should do when you should be making your own decisions. Like, you're not passing the test here. Like, what's going on? Stop asking people what you should do with your life. They're not the ones that are going to be living your life for you 60 years from now, 50 years from now. Why are you asking people about how your life should go? Why? Why? That makes no sense at all. Why would you be asking other people about your personal life? Some people just like to be told what to do. Some people just like to be ruled. They do. They do. One of my exes was like that. They just love for everybody else to tell them what to do. And they always ended up in dumb, dire, and just dumb situations. Then they get mad at everybody else. Like, that has to be a mental, I'm not even being funny either. That has to be like a mental imbalance or some type of chemical imbalance. It has to be. It has to be. Because it's common sense. I think it's common sense. It's simple. Do something different if you want a different outcome. If you keep doing the same things that you've been doing, you're going to get the same outcome that you've been getting. Nothing changes if nothing changes. You feel me? Yes, somebody's sitting back, beloved, and they're it's so irritating. I wish they would get out of my energy. Somebody's sitting back right now, pouting, okay, pouting, yeah, like pouting, like doing what, kicking rocks and stuff, like watching you in the distance, thinking that you've met somebody new. Oh, they probably met somebody new. They probably, instead of watching you, assuming things, they won't speak to you. They refuse to speak to you, but they drive themselves crazy and worry themselves over something that probably isn't even true. They know things about you to be true, yet they assume things that they know are not true. Does that make sense? They know that you don't hop from bed to bed. They know that you don't just have intimate relations with just anybody. They know this. They know this. Yet they're telling themselves, they're telling themselves in their mind the opposite when they know for a fact that that's not true. It's like they like sitting in their misery. They like sitting in their pity. And that's fine. Let them sit there. But it's like, I wish we didn't have to, like, I wish it wasn't so easily for people to be in our energy, right? All the person has to do is think about you or be looking at a picture of you or, anything. Oh no. We're gonna talk about some stuff on the live in 2 days. We are, boy. We are. 'Cause man, bro. But don't worry, beloved. As a matter of fact, somebody else is watching you, right? Somebody else is watching you. Whoever I'm talking to right now, somebody else is watching you, and they're interested. They're just waiting for the right time to make their move. For real, for real. They're making sure they're, you know, they've done the correct amount of healing, right? They're getting the old person that they used to be with out of their energy, right? And they're going to approach you. And they are very confident. 1010 on my timer. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for that confirmation. They're very confident, right? And they're going to come towards you when they're ready. And then this person sitting in the background watching is gonna be butthurt, saying, "Oh, I shoulda," but you didn't. So it's like, you see how the people do it to themselves, right? All that can be solved by just opening up your mouth and speaking, using your words, like we learned in school. People can fix their mouths to run their mouths about you and jump on the bandwagon and talk mess about you. But they're silent and scared when they need to walk back your direction. And they're only going to keep going through what they're going through until they make it right with you. 11:11 on the timer. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Their life will be going in a downward spiral until they make it right with you. And that's just that. Everything got to be balanced out. Everything. So if they stole from you, they better be returning what they stole from you. If they gossiped and talked bad about you to the public, they better be a public apology. You better give it back the same way that you put it out there. The same way. I don't want no secret apologies. I want an apology the same way that you badmouthed me. The same way that you felt all pumped up and fired up to feel so comfortable to put your mouth on me. That's how I want. If any apology comes, that's how I want it. Well, they will come. They will. They'll get tired of carrying the load. They'll get tired of being broken down. They will come. But I'm not waiting for them. But I'm just saying, right? I want it the same exact way you put it out there. You did it in public, I want a public apology. And it's not for embarrassment. That's your lesson. It'll teach you to keep your mouth off of people. It'll teach you to 1, 2, 3, 4 my time. It'll teach you to not listening to hearsay. How do you listen to people who don't even know the person that they're talking about? That's crazy. That's like my neighbors coming to tell me about somebody I just met the other day, but they don't even know them. And just because they say they know them or they say these things about them, you just believe them? No, you deserve that. You deserve that. 13:13 on my timer. That's buffoonery. That's come on now, baboon. I know I was gonna say it. Baboons behind. Okay. Just. God's teaching us patience through this too. He ain't sure teaching me because where sometimes I be wanting to just boom, but I can't. I'm different now. I'm different. It's still in me though. I don't get it twisted. It's still in me. I'm gonna lose the memory of how to, but trying to do things differently. Yeah. So, love y'all, beloved. Don't let these people get under your skin. Okay. Don't. Those who are supposed to be in your life, they will be in your life. Okay, and they won't be iffy about you. They won't be on the fence about you. Okay? They won't listen to others about you. They'll get to know you for themselves. Right? And it's never your loss. Right? It's not you that's missing out on an opportunity. It's them. How many people have missed out on an opportunity up until now? Quite a few, right? Right. So there'll be more. There'll always be more. 14:44. Oh, my timer. There'll always be more. Okay? We know the assignments. We know what to expect when we walk into these things. All right. Love y'all. Later. Peace.